on being better when I'm 70. Your drip is just a water spring. You know I drip different, this is 7 seas. I deal with life different, make that limit squeeze. Ran off with my style and identity. Better bounce back and get the cheddar cheese. I guess that's why they envy me. On track, now we gon' way up. W's as easy as a layup. Working late, stay up. Counting all the way up. Counting blessings, yeah, you know we pray up. Way up, pray up. On track, now we gon' way up. Now we gon' way up. Now we going. On track, now we gon' way up. Now we gon' way up. Now we going. I got his.
Yo, what is up? It's Wednesday. It's Board TV, and we've got some exciting news on multiple facets, actually. I'm going to bring on my one of my co-hosts this evening, and this is part of what's new. What's up, Justin? How are you? Are you out of the other metaverse and into Board TV? Are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I was actually having technical issues. I was like, oh my God, yo.
That's the thing. Tech is great when it works, and when it doesn't, we're like, that's not great. So before we really get into the nuts and bolts, and there's a lot to cover tonight, a lot of fun, exciting shit. We're going to talk about Apecoin. Check the bottom. We've got new backgrounds for Board TV. It's powered by Apecoin, as always. It's still Board TV, same show. A little bit different flavor, but I think you're going to be excited because I know that we are super excited. And at the top, that corner, it's a mirror image. Top corner up there, shout out to ThankApe. Massive respect to the team. We were one of the second 10 recipients of the accelerator program from ThankApe that's powered by Apecoin. And so super excited to really expand our coverage on all of those things. We've already done that before. We just were doing it in a smaller way. And so bringing on Justin, if you hadn't heard, Justin is officially a big part of what, my vision really with Board Networking Company is. He will be doing every single Monday, Otherguide TV. We can't wait. We got Board TV. We got Otherguide TV. We got a lot more TV to take in because the thing is there's so much great content, and I've respected Justin for a long time. Tell a really quick story about Justin, and I don't think he knows this, but when he first started to create content like a year ago, I noticed right away, and it wasn't because he had like 1 million followers. I don't follow over followers, right? I'm more about the nuts and bolts, and I just was watching what he was doing, and really early in his journey, I reached out to see like, wait, what's up, man? Like, I was just checking his vibe. I didn't know him really, and so. Just right from the start, I knew that Justin was going to be a massive player just in the content space, just because he's consistent and he delivers great information consistently. And that's important. Consistency is key. And so like for me to become then friends with him, really good friends, we talk daily, to be honest, like multiple times at all the hours. We've talked at 3 a.m. We've talked at 2 p.m. and everywhere in between. It's kind of wild. But the reality is he's just a good friend of mine. And so to bring him into Board Networking Company and to give him a slot on Mondays is super important for us, because I know he's just going to deliver because that's all he does. He only knows how to deliver. So, yeah, go ahead.
Yo, yo, man, I remember way back in the day, I was like, okay, let's scope out what's cooking on the other side on YouTube. And I only found you and Sean and Baron on other space. I was like, oh my God, yo, where's all the content at? And eventually I threw up my hands. I was like, okay, fuck it. Why don't I just do it too? And I look to you guys for inspiration. So I'm honored to be here on Board TV.
Dude.
And it's going to be fucking awesome.
It is. It's going to be really exciting. And I do want to kind of start there because we have changed a bit, actually quite a bit, because it's a much larger, just a bigger vision. And this is something that I was dreaming about with Bryce and Will 2 years ago. I mean, even before that, when we were standing in line at the second Ape Fest, this was like, we're going to be the ESPN of Yuga Labs. At the time, it was just, we were focused on Bored Ape Yacht Club. It's become so much bigger than that. We become ingrained with all these communities, and we become ingrained in Apecoin DAO. And obviously with what ThankApe's doing, we want to partner with them. And then I've had some really great calls too with Apechain and some of the people that are building there. And I'm really excited about some of the stuff and possibilities and the things that we'll be doing. And so covering all of it as best we can. And that's the thing, is we want it to be top tier content. We want to be the best information, but also the best entertainment. We have some entertainment segments that will be happening. I'll say probably the first one will drop in about 2 weeks, approximately sometime at the end of July. We also have a new segment called Behind the Swamp, which I'm super excited about. It'll actually be interviews with, you got it, Yuga Labs employees behind the curtain, if you will, behind the swamp. You got the name. And that will be really more entertainment and fun, asking them silly questions and getting to know them, because I think that's actually super fun and, in my opinion, creates a even better foundation of why you love the team. And so that's a couple new things that's happening. And then specifically with Board TV, it is going to look a little bit different. You will see my ugly mug 95% of the time on Wednesday nights. About 95% of the time, I'll be riding this, captaining this ship, if you will. And then the rest of the time, we are going to have some co-hosts that are kind of rotating through. And that's because we think there's just so many amazing, talented people that want to get involved. And it's better for Bryce, Will, myself, all of us to kind of like pick up a shovel and make the load a little bit less heavy. And so Bryce and Will will be coming on approximately once a month to come back and bring the freaking gang back together, and we'll run it up as always. Justin will be one of these co-hosts that's filling in a bunch, not even filling in. He'll be one of the co-hosts. And then we're going to bring him up on stage now because we're going to jump to the first topic tonight. Another, probably my oldest friend in the space, Mr. Squirtlle. What is good? How are you, my friend? You are muted, so you're probably good, but you're so good.
I'm sweating. It is just what a 30 minutes. My goodness.
Yeah. What a freaking 30 minutes. We're going to get into that in just a second. But again, if you've watched any of our content, any of my content, Squirtle's been a part of this for a long time. He also does our entire website, all the cool features that people, by the way, Crypto Dilly, Gucci, even Nova, like all these people that are posting pictures. We love that you do that. Please do share what you like. And also if you don't like something, share that too, because we want to continue to build this out. That's part of this Thank Ape grant will go into making the website as best we can. And then again, like
me directly if you want.
Exactly.
Send all of the hate mail my way.
Yes. If anything breaks, if the content even sucks, even when he's not on, send it all to Squirtlle. He'll be taking care of those bad requests. But the reality is we are definitely here to build. We're definitely here to create really cool things. And that is a big part of that is a website. And so, man, let's just jump into it as I go ahead and share this screen. Squirtlle was just talking about, man, he was sweating, and there's a big reason for that is Apecoin DAO. If you are just new to the scene, maybe you're watching this on replay, maybe you're watching this for the first time ever, Apecoin DAO has been a very powerful and with lots of money tokens to distribute to things that want to drive the culture forward. And there was a lot of big ones this week. And so we're going to run down them, but we have to start. We got to fucking start. And Squirtlle, I was joking, and I don't know if you heard me say this to Justin before pre-show, but I'm going to take all the credit. No, I'm joking. All the credit,
video.
all the credit for journey flipping. And here I'm joking, but it was kind of funny. I put out that little video because that's what I felt. It was on my heart. If you know me, if you follow me at all, I just let them fly. Journey switched his vote, and he followed me, and he had never followed me before. And I was like, that's weird timing, but cool. So maybe he just realized other page was dope, and he said, well, this fool is somewhat associated with it. I might as well follow his dumbass too. And so again, the first one we're going to take a look at is Squirtlle is part of Other Page. We've talked about Other Page, man, a million times on this show because we just love the team. And both of us, Justin and myself, we're both ambassadors as well. And so like for us, we love what they do. They're super open to adding things. I personally, as a collector, I've really, really loved the badge system that they've incorporated here as of late. To me, it's just dope because to me, I stayed in the space because I like collecting things. That doesn't mean I don't want to make money. Of course, we all want to do that too, but I do want to hold some of these things that I just love and hold them dearly. And so this Other Page, a player network and rewards hub for Apechain, I am going to throw it to Squirtlle to give us the TLDR, but the final results, and by the way, about 45 minutes ago, it was not this. It was looking a little bit hairy. It went for 12 million ape for, which is 60% against 8.2 million, only 39%. The big flip, tip of the cap to our friend Journey Club. He is a big supporter of, man, all things Yuga Labs. We love Journey. And hey, Journey, honestly, thanks for following me. I hope all of what I said, if you see this, you don't unfollow me instantly from it. But Squirtlle, just take us through kind of a TLDR of, how will this be helpful for you guys and what are your guys' plans here, visions?
Yeah, I mean, like, first off, like, it's awesome to see the voter turnout, even the dramatic, ending and everything like that. Like, it's awesome to see 12 million votes come through and like vote on our proposal to go through. This helps the team a ton. Like we want to keep building. We want to keep building on Apechain with a whole bunch of other projects that are going to be building on Apechain. And we think we are like just uniquely positioned to help everyone that is on Apechain that are in all these communities and just facilitate like good vibes, good communication, good tooling for people to like grow their communities on Apechain. So big shout out to everybody. If you need to get the nitty gritty details, you can go through the proposal. There's also some video from Sean and Nana, and big thank you to everybody.
And again, I'll just like double tap on this team is like, if you talk about available, a lot of people say they're available, say they'll take your call, say they'll do those things, and then you like can't find them if you're like dependent on it. Every single one of these dudes, if you hit them with a DM, I promise you they're going to respond. And so that's what's really cool. Also, I should have showed this in the first place because the way that we see voting is so much improved because of our guy Squirtlle added in at the very bottom right-hand corner, the unique voters. That is a little detail that matters a hell of a lot if you ask me, because a lot of the times you have to like count up, who's for and who's against on a snapshot. Here it is right in front of your face, easy to view. You got the 20 million ape total votes there. For 160 voters against 57 and only 3 abstained. So, I mean, that's a massive win there, too, for the amount of, actual people that have wallets that wanted to see this proposal go through. So, super dope. And again, I'll show off this thing. Squirtlle also did this little show more button so that our experience is even better. Man, this dude, Squirtlle, is just cooking. I mean, for the last week, he's added these little details that really do matter. And if you haven't yet, he also did this a while ago. You can actually install our website on your device right there. Super easy. Click of a button. Again, if you didn't know this, we were the first people, and I think the only, to make it where you can actually vote for these proposals every single week directly on our website. And it looks better. So why not? Every time you vote, come to our website. It is the best voting experience that you will have. So again, man, Squirtlle, Otherpage team, all of you, I freaking love all of you dudes. And just congratulations, because for me, it's all about let's continue the building. And this does matter. Like, it does matter. At the end of the day, we can't just like snap our fingers and freaking funding falls out of the air and we all eat just air. We don't actually have to eat. We live in an air house, all these things, life is expensive and building is even more expensive. And so again, tip of the cap to the Otherpage team. If you haven't done your page yet, if you got questions, DM myself, Justin, Squirtlle, any of the team, and you should do it right now. You should go check out your Otherpage and create one right now. Let's go back and check out the other proposals. That'll be the one I spend the most time on, but there was a couple other really large proposals and some, highly contested things too. So let's go ahead and go back to boardmedia.xyz, where you should always vote for every Apecoin DAO proposal.
Real quick.
Yes.
Real quick. Did you know that Phil and I have had a multi-year tug of war on a certain topic about the website?
What is it?
So I have to ask you, if you go to our website, do you go in light mode or dark mode?
Ooh, are you asking me?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I use the light mode.
Let's go.
Well, you're wrong.
I think it works.
All right, there he goes. He had to go out the back
door. It works better with the branding, with the colors. Like if it's in dark mode's for nighttime, but like overall BMG is just, the white background is like just perfect.
Here's the thing that I like them. That matters, right? Like I like to go check out our website here and you can check all the content. It's super dope. Like I love our website. I think it's just fire. And again, that's all Squirtlle. I just like dark mode for everything. I'm
sorry to interrupt you. I'm just
no, you're good.
Get that out there. That's all.
Especially because we're about to talk about the banana bill, and we got yellow in the dark mode. It feels on brand. So the banana bill. This was the by far the largest one. 100 million ape, I think, was the number. In the final, it was a blowout. 22 million ape for 6 million against. Not really surprising, and also the unique voters, 224. 12 against and 10 abstained. Not really surprised by that. A quick note on that. Squirtlle, from your perspective as a builder, how important is this banana bill to get things rolling over onto Apechain?
I've always had a opinion that like when you start up a chain, you need to have liquidity there to incentivize growth and get people over and actually get builders involved. So yeah, I mean, I'm all for liquidity going into people building stuff on Apechain.
Yeah,
simple
for sure.
As that. Yeah.
Agreed. I think we need to have funding there to make sure that we get the best people over that want to build dope shit. And so at the end of the day, I'm glad that this passed as well. It is a large amount, but I think it's well worth it because we want And we need Apechain to do really well. And I think it's going to, because we have all these amazing teams. I mean, we just talked about it. Otherpage is ready to roll and build on Apechain. There's a bunch of other people coming. It is really just the start. The next one, this is a great Bored Ape, has been a day one Bored Ape. Aaron Haber, Laughing Ape, built a global freaking comedy empire. And so this one was 16 million against, about 76%. 4 was 5 million. And then Abstain was like 96,000. It was split 498 voters. There's still more people that wanted it than didn't, but this one was definitely more like a 50-50 split. I think one of the biggest things people said, I know that his original budget, I think, was around 7 million, and he had gotten it down to, I want to say, like 3.5. I guess I could look here. But I think that was the biggest thing, is people maybe want to just break it up a little bit more, maybe do smaller chunks as they build it out. But I can understand both ways, to be honest, because we do want big swings too. Like, if we're not taking any big swings at things, then how do we know if something like Marvelous could happen? But I thought this is the way this vote would go, just because of the sentiment that I had heard, from the timeline. That has nothing to do with this being a bad idea. I think it was more so maybe trimming it a little bit and seeing if maybe they can do bite-sized things, 6 month and a year thing. I don't know. We'll see if they come back up for vote. I think they will, because Aaron's been such a big part of the Apecoin DAO and will continue to be, I'm sure. The next one, we love this because we love content, of course. This is the homies Cryptodilly and Gucci'da. Again, congrats, Gucci'da, on the pickup of the BAYC. We love to see that. And they're doing Unboxing Web3 partnership. If you haven't watched their videos, you should. They have won the vote for 13 million, so 64% against 7 million. But if you look at those unique voters, again, 168 voters for, and only 21 against. That seems like a big win there. I love this. Go ahead.
I do want to interject with Unbox Web3. I do like what they're doing, especially with I don't really see any Web3 unboxing videos like at a broad scale. So I'm excited for this, especially with what they do with like Artifact and all the shoes and the Ape Fest merch and so much more. So I'm excited for that.
I think the biggest hurdle, and they've talked about this, is making sure that they're able to push those videos that are NBA products for them to get as many views. Because one thing I heard Cryptodilly say is that, and their videos are freaking awesome. If you haven't checked them out, you need to. Is that some of these like Nike products, etc., they do really, really well, and then some of the NBA products, naturally, because there's not like a Nike symbol, they don't do as well. And so figuring out, and getting that promotion. I mean, a lot of it isn't, and they've asked for marketing dollars, which will definitely help them. So again, congrats to this team. They've been here forever too, building. And then I really love this team that does the ape facing apes. I actually have my token because I just appreciate people that have been doing amazing art. It's by hand, I should say. Unique 10,000 apes, and I think they're working on mutant apes now. It is about 50-50. They actually got 81 voters out of 77 against, 14 abstain. But the vote count was 12 million ape to 2 million. I do think what's going to happen is hopefully, if they're watching this, please repropose this and do it on Apechain. And I think what I saw is make it as a claim or airdrop instead of a claim. I don't remember which, but whatever it was, take that feedback, and I think people would vote for it 100%, or as close to 100% as we can get, and do it on Apechain. And then, of course, last but not least, but it was really the first in our mind, again, a big shout out to the Otherpage team for a big fat freaking W. We got W Wednesdays today, so big fat dub. Overall sentiment of voting this week, I would say I like how much discussion was being had. Now, why was that discussion? Well, you had a freaking proposal. I was asking for 100 million ape. Let's just be real. Like that's what gets people obviously talking a little bit more on the timeline. But if you're watching this at all and you have not, maybe you feel dissuaded by the Apecoin DAO. Maybe you feel like it's been a shit show in the past. I'm not disagreeing with some of that. But what I would say is if you want to make a change, you got to actually be part of the change. You can't just sit on the sideline bitching at it and not actually trying to pick up a shovel and do something good and try to, turn it around or make suggestions. Doesn't mean it'll be easy, but I think we're on the right track. I really do love that Otherpage. We got that dub there last minute. Fucking hit that half quarter.
Final hour vote.
Thank you. Also just like the community showed up a ton.
100%.
Your video, Phil, obviously. Justin, thank you so much for all of the support you've thrown out there. It was just so freaking cool seeing people just posting about it and being like, this is going to be an awesome AIP. So
agreed.
Big shout out to the team as well. Miker, Taylor, not on Sean. You got Leo, Taylor, everyone over there. Brandon, our designer, who flies under the radar, but he is the reason it looks so good. So
yeah.
That's all I'll say.
No, we
Thank you.
love it. We love it, and we can't wait to see what you guys got cooking because I'm sure you're just continually cooking.
Oh, you should see we have features just sitting, waiting.
Yeah. and now we go.
Marinating.
So again, we love to marinate, and then we love to push here in just a moment. So we love it. Again, can't wait to see what you guys have coming. If you are watching this on any platform, Instagram, YouTube, X, Twitch, make sure you share it with a friend. And if you haven't subscribed, followed us all, I don't know what you're doing. We're here every Wednesday, and we got a lot more cooking. And with that, we are going to talk about the board meeting. And I think it'll be interesting because after marinating for a minute, I think my perspective has maybe changed slightly. Now, when we were watching this on the spot, what I thought was, it's kind of boring. Like, was not much. But as I went back through and also Cap, I follow you. Okay, thank God. Twitter is doing that shit where it was like showing like I didn't follow him. Cap, I follow you. Okay, it's fixed. But at first I was a little bit blah on the board meeting. I thought it's still great. I love still coming together, listen to people. Shout out to Welcome Apes. We love Welcome Apes. But I was a little bit like, darn it. Like I wanted a date and but after marinating, after watching Justin's little freaking breakdown and reading Cap's breakdown of notes, and we're gonna go through them here in just a second. I was like, you know what? Yeah, there's some nice stuff in here. And even me like answering questions to people in the background. Yeah, there's some nice stuff in here. So we'll go through the notes here. Think Ape has awarded 400,000 Ape to 20 NBA businesses. 10 more are a part of the season. Project Dragon launching end of July. So let's look at the calendar. That will be definitely the last day of the month, 31st, which is a Wednesday. I'm joking. I don't think it'll be the last day, but if it is, we'll do it live on Board TV. That's cool too. Whenever that is, end of July. We can't wait. Action gameplay that can support thousands of players at once. Also classes. So interesting to see how that gameplay will be. Also, as Justin pointed out, the best background color, orange, versus the worst background color, aquamarine. So pick your side wisely. Pick your side wisely. The only choice is orange, but I mean, I guess if you want to
what are you talking about?
I do love that they pulled that in because that's part of the lore of the club too. It's just this like silly back and forth of background. It's not so silly when you have the best background color, but
Oh my God, bro, you're trolling. Dude, I ran the poll again.
We won,
Orange still won.
We win
by like 4 points. It was like 6 votes, dude. Oh my God, dude. We could totally fix that in Metropolis. We're gonna shoot it out this time.
All right, we're gonna.
We'll see, Phil. We'll see.
I'm gonna be so bad at this game, but I will talk so much shit either way. I'm gonna be the boomer, like aiming into the air. Where's everybody at? They're just surrounding me and killing my ass. But
wait, I have a question. Squirtlle, are you team orange or team aqua?
I don't know that I have a vote in this actually, because
that's such a cop-out answer, bro. You gotta say it, bro.
I support all colors. I don't know.
Oh my God! I voted for the light mode.
That's right, but he's not giving you his win as pity because he knows orange is best. He's actually giving you the pity to not admit his answer. Hey, villain, I'll see you on the fucking battlefield too, buddy. Team Aqua, no,
Aqua.
But nonetheless, it's exciting to see that. And also, again, a note, it's the first of monthly events. I think it's a big part that people are kind of forgetting. I think a lot of people are like, oh, it's just one thing. And then, oh, it'll be like first and second trip where we don't see each other for like another year. Now, that's going to be every single month, which is dope. And so they're going to continue to iterate on that, and we'll get to experience different lands. This first one in Metropolis, I'm really looking forward to it. It looks freaking fire. And so really excited for Project Dragon, whenever that is at the end of the month. Also, Meebits. Yo, stand up, Meebits. You get your 3D avatars debuted too. Let's freaking go. I'm not even joking. It's tempting to use my Meebit because my Meebit is a freaking vibe. But gonna have to go with the Bored Ape this time. But I love that. We love the Meebits. So if you're a Meebit crew, please make sure you rock that 3D avatar because I can't wait to see them, obviously, in the other side. Curtis and Blue will host. I had heard that actually in a little background chat a while ago from Garga himself, but I love that. we love to see that they're bringing back some of that fun, because again, a lot of those first and second trips, it was the narration, it was the like togetherness and doing all these, jumping on the fucking frog. I was so terrible at that one too, jumping up and like getting the frog shit, and I was like, I was terrible. I was maybe the worst player. 2 of the 2024 collabs were announced, which have been partners before, Bape and BMW. Bape, obviously, like, I got something right here. One sec. Also, shout out to Caitlin Clark. She got the most. Shout out to Caitlin Clark. That's what the shirt's for. She got the most votes for the All-Star game. Let's go. But, of course, Bape did these fire-ass shoes. Got Curtis on the bottom. And I have a pair. And I'm going to wear them, by the way. I was listening to people talk about shoes. Got to wear your shoes, dude. Like, come on, wear your shoes. So I'll wear them next year. We know that Bape will cook up some fire stuff. BMW, though, I'm interested to see, what do you guys think? Is it really more like a partnership of them helping sponsor, which I think is what they did at the Hong Kong event where they had the BMW on site and you were able to put your ape on the car? Or are we all just getting BMWs? That's the real question, guys. Are we just all getting freaking cars? What do you think? Anyone? Squirtlle?
I would love to get airdropped at BMW. That would be amazing.
Squirtle's frozen.
He's frozen.
Yeah,
it's over.
he evaporated. No, I'm actually interested though, because they say collab. So when I think collab, it means something that we can actually purchase. So probably, what is that? Maybe it's I don't freaking know, dude. That's actually hard.
I have no idea.
50% off on BMWs. Come on, let's throw your boy a bone. I'll have a BMW then. But nonetheless, looking forward to that. I cannot wait for the other collabs that they haven't been able to announce, because it seems like there's quite a few. Also, if you have not yet, and you're going to ApeFest, you're going to make it to Lisbon, make sure that you order, if you'd like to, the pre-order merch, because it is live up until July 12th. So you got about 9 days to get that in. I think that's an awesome addition that the team has done, because a lot of people were really frustrated standing in line forever. And then some people not being able to get what they wanted. So with that pre-order merch, you get the tee, you get the socks. The socks are fire. I'm a sock guy. Speaking of,
oh my God, Phil, bro.
I got the board
feed stream.
Foot stream, free feet pics right there.
The feet pics.
Yeah, feet pics for free. No, but I love the socks. Man, if someone wants to give them to me, you can send them. I'll give you my address, and then you get your disposable camera, which I actually love, because I think they're definitely going to do some sort of content with creating photos, obviously in Lisbon. Then you have the always on merch site with members only jacket. Coming after ApeFest merch. Also, they mentioned OG Hoodie 2.0. What is your thought and takeaway, Justin, of this potential of a always on merch site? Do we love it? Do we like it? Do we hate it? Or are we somewhere in between?
Oh, interesting. I mean, the merch, I think a lot of people were the first, like you said, during when we were streaming the first one, it's like maybe have some sort of differentiation between like the OG stuff and like the new always on stuff. That would be I think that would be nice. But just to have like merch at any time, I do believe that's probably important, especially if you want to gift it to other people, or if you want to, get other people in the club, the OG merch. That's probably really useful. So, I mean, I think it's net positive.
Squirtlle, what do you think about, especially with, I'll say specific to Bored Ape, because, at the beginning, it really was thought that maybe this would be like a street brand, company, and that was going to be, and maybe it is now. Maybe they've figured out that that's something they actually want to pursue more. What is your thought of this potential of, members being able to always have at least one or two things that are always available?
I think it's awesome. Like, even in the moments of if people are like shitting on apes or NFTs or anything, like having counterculture clothing is kind of awesome. I think that's really cool, just to kind of walk around and like someone might just like look at you and be like, oh my God, is that an NFT? Like, yeah, it's awesome.
It is.
Yeah, I'm all for this. I think like we might have talked about it a while ago too, of just like, it'd be awesome if there's just clothing, anything available just to purchase if you own apes at all times. So
I think it's great. I also will even go further. I love the idea, especially with who's in, helping with merch with this James, who's I would say he's a friend. I would call him a friend. I've had many conversations with James, and I've known him for a long time in the space. him now helping and running the apparel for them, I'm bullish on that. I'm very, very bullish because he is super dope at that. I would love it if that was one of the things they tried to pursue, is doing some of this streetwear and did some stuff to the public too. The skull is hard, dude. Like, it's so hard. Like that freaking logo is dope. So like, if you put that on some stuff, I'm just saying, the skull is a freaking dope logo. I think they have something there. And so I would love to see them pursue some of this too for just public consumption in real life too. Like, let's see it in storefronts. Let's see it, at skate shops, etc. I think that could be really, really dope. And I hope that's something they pursue. I do love the always on merch, because there's always people that want to buy stuff, right? People that buy, a mutant, a Bored Ape at some point, during the year, and they don't have an opportunity for, 6 months, 8 months to buy something. It's nice to have that option to potentially buy a jacket, a t-shirt, whatever that may be. Again, I mentioned this before, but Rebuilt Apparel and Merch team with James. James is super dope. If you haven't followed him, you should. It's James A. Costa, LA. Again, good friend, and he runs Clubhouse Archive, which, man, they've been around for a while too, talking about merch, and they've worked and partnered with a bunch of people. A plus on that end. Banana Bill and partnership, we kind of talked about that. And I'll be honest, the update from One Kim in the board meeting was nothing that I hadn't heard, but that's because I was in a space with them a little bit earlier. Ape Fest planning well underway, of course, because we look at the calendar. It's freaking July, folks. Holy cow. Happy 4th of July early for those in, obviously, the United States of America. Enjoy and drink responsibly if that's what you do. NBA brands want to participate in the bodega complete form in the Discord this week. You can sell products this year at Ape Fest. And one thing that's super cool, they said there's going to be a farmer's market type style that you can sell your products to people that are just walking around Lisbon. How freaking dope is that? I think it's awesome. I think it's a really cool addition to be able to actually sell. Last year, it was just you're showing off your product. Now people can choose to, send some stuff over there and sell it on site to obviously members, but also people that maybe just want to, they see this silly ape JPEG and they're like, oh yeah, dude, I can't wait to get this shirt with its face on it. 36 plus side events around Ape Fest Hong Kong, expecting similar in Lisbon. And then When Clubhouse. This was something I thought we might get a little bit more. I'll be honest. Like, I thought maybe we'd get a little bit more, but Jeff did know. And shout out to Jeff Nicholas. He's the homie. It's been a big part of the team's efforts in 2024 and actively working on more details will be shared soon. For both of you all, what's your thoughts of obviously they're doing it, but do you see the draw of an in real life clubhouse, and what would you do if you had one thing that you could ensure happened with that clubhouse? What would you add to it or make sure that it was a part of it? I'll say mine first. I think you just gotta, might be silly, you just gotta make the bathrooms the pixelated wall. You gotta, like, it's gotta be the pixelated wall. Like, that was like one of the first freaking things we could do as a Bored Ape. You could put one pixel. I was listening, I was talking to Dim, I think yesterday, and he said, how dope would it be if you had token proof? You could scan in and you could place a pixel, and it was like one pixel every 15. You're going to the bathroom.
Oh, yo, that's crazy.
Like, that would be that would be freaking cool. But even if they just did, the iconic wall, I think that would be dope to have in the bathrooms. That's my one fun idea. And I've got some other ideas, but that's where I'd start. Whoever wants to go next. It's a tough
Squirtlle, I'll give it out.
All right. I think like built-in scannable NFTs, assets, POAPs, whatever you want to call it, badges, who knows. It'd be awesome to have that incorporated within the building. Sorry, there's no alpha there. I'm just throwing it in there. It's like, it'd be cool. But yeah, like you go there. It's almost like Pokemon Go when you like find a gym and you capture the badge from it. It's like, oh, yeah, I've been to this place in the world. I think that'd be super cool. And then also like some sort of digital involvement with it at all times for members would be awesome. Even if it's just like when it's open, you get the same soundtrack that's pumping through the clubhouse or something.
Oh, that is
Stuff
cool.
Like that.
You know what? You just made me think of something, and then I'll throw it to Justin. Man, wouldn't it be cool if, like, when you're there, like maybe you token, because maybe there's got to be some sort of member section. Maybe it's a small something or whatever. Maybe it's a VIP, whatever it is. But wouldn't it be cool if you scanned in and then like on these digital boards they have in, your ape would fucking appear and was just like walking around and chilling? So it's like you were there, but your ape was also with you. Like that'd be cool. It was just
Ooh,
like,
that's very
free roaming and
interesting.
shit. Cause so then you could see like what apes are in the club today, and sometimes there won't be any. Like at the end of the day, and there might be one, right? But I still think that'd be like hella cool to like instantly freaking, click in whatever, token proof in because you want to go into the VIP section. And then in the digital boards that are everywhere, maybe it's a fucking huge display. You got the apes just dancing or vibing like that.
And give it an anonymous option too.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah. I mean, who wants to come on? It's my ape, bro. Yeah, I know. Everyone's gonna be hanging out at the clubhouse trying to steal our apes. That's what you're telling me. Thank God that shout out to Wallet Guard. Side note, NBA product. Shout out to freaking Wallet Guard being acquired. Gonna be helping us way more. Stay safe. Justin, what is your one? Could be cool, funny, silly, whatever it is, spectacular that you think would be awesome addition to the in real life clubhouse.
Oh dang, that's okay. The reason why I put Squirtlle up in front is because I have no idea. But I would
off the cuff.
I mean, I would definitely go visit and take a video. That would be really epic. It's in Miami, right? Is that? Oh, holy shit. Okay. Yeah. Wow. That would be really awesome. Especially with the token gated stuff. Seeing your apes there, that would be really cool. I'm not sure how we could visit there digitally. I don't know. Maybe other side. I have no idea.
I think there is something there, though. What you said, Squirtlle, is like if there's like activations or parties or whatever. Maybe you have maybe Snoop Dogg comes in, does a fucking set. You can actually watch it and experience it in other side at the same time.
You could do vice versa too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you could
have a land that is publicly visible within the club. And if you go on that land, you would then show up on a wall in the club or something.
Yeah.
Like you're kind of there at the same time too. Another idea I had was like maybe the DAO or whatever sponsors like a month of, if you go to the club, you get like a couple of ape when you go in with your address or something. Like there's just a lot of cool things you could do with digital assets and being in real life at different times. I don't know.
I feel like by the time this is happening, like using ape will be so fucking easy too. Like you got to imagine like this is still a little ways out. But, like we're going at light speed here. Like there's going to be integrations that make this so much easier. Justin, I'm going to throw it right back to you. Bounce pass. What you got? What would you, something silly, fun, maybe as a non-holder, what would you think would be really cool to experience that you walk in and you're like, oh, this is dope. This makes this really like a one-of-a-kind experience.
Oh my gosh. Man, I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to think of things of when I went to places and I was like, it's shock and awed. I think there's this one. I think the one example would be like big statues. I like big statues. I remember going to I went to Epcot and I remember seeing the big golf ball looking building and to have like a big ape, be the centerpiece in the front where you see like maybe the founders, you see Gordon and you see Garga's apes in the front. That would be really funny and really cool actually. Where people could take pictures and stuff.
I think there's a lot that they could do with that, and even digitally. Like I just think there's so much they could do creatively inside the club to make it just a really cool experience. And again, like NFT is tech and it is art too. It's like just imagine like being able to like maybe you're a holder, you can submit your art pieces. You could submit, if you got a business, you can have it on the digital display. And of course, I think obviously there'll be ways to sell your product depending on what you're selling to. As a holder, there's going to be those benefits. And I'm just again, it's so wide open that I'm just interested and curious to see what happens. I'll definitely visit multiple times whenever that is. And I'm hoping we get more information, maybe in August, maybe even at the end of this month. It felt like, and it sounded like Jeff said very, very, very soon. That to me, I'm going to give him 3 weeks because he said 3 varies. Next up, speaking of talented freaking people in the space, I just, every time this MFer cooks something up, I just think to myself, God bless America. Just sprinkling the juju on us. There's Gordon sprinkling it on us. Rita, thank you for that. Oh
my gosh.
And I follow you too. Don't worry. Freaking every God-forsaken thing says I don't follow him. But that is so fire. Bailey, Zach, Rita, all these people that are freaking putting out amazing content with the 3D avatars. It has been nonstop. So we look at simple things, right? People are asking, oh, when avatars. When they finally were ready to release them, dude, it's done a great thing on the timeline where even on a shitty day, you can go search and you're going to see like probably 5 to 10 minimum examples of awesome artists creating stuff for obviously the club through this amazing art. Speaking of security, one other thing, if you haven't checked out Boring Security, I don't know what you're doing either. Get in there. I took it out of here. I'd gotten a from Other Page. They gave us a ledger from Boring Security. Let's see if I can share this. Apparently, I don't know how to type. Here we go. So their calendar. Check out, get in the Discord. You can sign up. It's free classes. Free classes. They even have a new one that's a Solana security class. I, for one, am going to try really hard to get into July 18th. I need to get into that 102 class because I have not done that one yet. I did 101. I got to get into that 102 class, and it's Quit and Coffee, two of my favorite people. But man, if you haven't, check out Boring Security DAO. They've been doing this. It's a community initiative. It's a community thing, and they are supported through Apecoin as well, which is super freaking dope. Have either of
Phil,
you?
I have it in front of me right here.
Sir. There it is.
It's actually, oh my god, my camera's not working, but yeah, dude, it's pretty. Fuck it. Yeah,
we saw it.
There we go.
Yeah. No, it looks great. And again, security, Boring Security has been here a really, really long time, led by Feld and others. They just a great group of people, a great group of humans that are trying to keep us safe. So, have either of you done any of the security classes?
I've not actually. Just throwing it out there.
I haven't either.
Oh,
so
man,
bad.
now,
So bad. You're
now,
gonna get roasted on stream by Phil. Oh my god.
Now I'm shame.
Have you, Phil? Have you?
Yeah, I have, Mike.
Oh, you have? Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, give us a rundown.
No, it was good. The first one, I think it's still good to, like, even if you're, feel good about your security practices, because there's a lot of people out there that I know for a fact are thinking to themselves, wow, why the hell do I need to take this class? I know these things. A lot of the 101, if you feel really confident in yourself, you're going to be like, that was easy, but it was nice, like a refresher. And then I'm looking forward to what does 102 look like? Because again, you start to dig in a little bit deeper. I just think any way that we can be more secure is great. And of course, what they're doing through that is quite amazing. And then again,
I like the guest slots on there for the classes, though. I think that's super cool to bring in people. Like, I think that alone is like a nice perk of it. Just hearing perspectives of like people that you might like look up to within the space for like whatever their dev chops, security chops might be. I think that's awesome. Be able to go in there and learn a thing or two. Agreed
completely. And then on that security note, we mentioned it, but man, huge freaking shout out to freaking Wallet Guard being acquired. This new addition to a family strengthens MetaMask commitment to user protection, building on recent security feature integration, to safeguard against hacks and scams. Obviously, if you hadn't known, Wallet Guard is an amazing team that's been working in the space for a really, really long time. If you don't have Wallet Guard on your laptop, which I do have that as well, you are also doing it wrong. It's a super easy thing to do. It's free, and it'll let you know exactly what's going to be taken out of your wallet when you do these transactions. So, for example, what was I doing? I was doing something where it was like going to take 500 USD, which is what I wanted it to do. But it tells you in plain fucking English, this is what it's going to do. It's going to take it out. And if it spots something malicious, suspicious, it's going to tell you right away. So again, this is so massive for Wallet Guard and team. Just another awesome team. We freaking love this. We freaking love it that we have teams winning. It feels like more and more every day, which is not surprising because a lot of us have been here now for a minute. And it does matter, like putting in the time, being consistent, and being a massive part of the space. I think it goes a long way. So again, shout out to Michael and the entire team for being acquired. Any thoughts on this, gents? Obviously, I just kind of talked it ad nauseum, but go ahead.
Dude, Anthony in the YouTube chat, he said locking NFTs is a really good feature. I also had a similar situation where I was recording my video to burn my Kodamaras or burn my Maras into a Kodamara with my Catalyst, and it wasn't working. And I was like, what the fuck? And then I realized, I locked it with Wallet Guard. And I was like, okay, that's exactly what it's supposed to do. Thank God. So amazing stuff. I'm glad they got acquired by consensus from MetaMask.
For sure.
So good.
It's just awesome. Again, it's like you're going to just see more features. This team is out here every freaking day. Michael's all over the fucking timeline. trying to make sure people are safe. And so again, just a huge shout out to Wallet Guard and the entire team there. That's just like, it's legitimately like super exciting. And so again, awesome freaking news.
Also, if I may on that one,
Of course.
I think it's huge for MetaMask too.
Dude, 1,000,000%.
They like when you look at other wallets, like Rabby, they'll show you exactly what's happening in your transaction. That's, Wallet Guard does that for you. So it'd be awesome if that UX gets directly integrated into MetaMask and they get that feature. That would it's a game changer for people. Like right now, you don't see what goes in and out when you do a MetaMask transaction. So I'm excited. I think it's going to be a huge, huge asset for MetaMask. So
that's actually a really good point. It's like we talk about, Wallet Guard, congrats on that. And that's awesome. But MetaMask also congrats on getting a fucking dope ass team, homies. Like for real, like that's just going to it's going to up their level 100%. Yeah. Great pickup for MetaMask. Yeah, agreed, dude. Again, it's two-way street, right? It is definitely a two-way street. So great note there, Mr. Squirtlle. Next up, gentlemen, something that I feel like I've been waiting on forever. And it really is actually kind of nostalgic because Squirtlle and I Don't Feed would play this. And sometimes I was on my back porch because I had, this office was looking much different. We had people sleeping in here. We were streaming the original Dookie Dash. And we got a little teaser video of Dookie Dash Unclogged. So let's go ahead and watch it and then talk a little bit about, kind of what we see coming up here at the end of summer with Dookie Dash Unclogged. Here we go. Yo. So, Squirtlle, I'll throw it to you. Again, nostalgic because, we grinded this out and we were on board TV freaking streaming this, and it was a lot of fun. We'd shoot the shit and run into cows and stuff. But
dude, we would randomly stop talking just because we were like locked in to like
it'd be silent, just
long run. Just
if you go back and watch those videos, I guarantee you can get some screenshots of us that are not very appealing. But nonetheless, what's kind of your thoughts? Obviously, this is just a little bit of a teaser video. Obviously, it's something they'll push once they want to really, really go at the end of summer. But what are your thoughts on some of these little new sneak peeks that we see?
I'm excited for it to start back up, honestly. It was like the most successful game release that you guys had. And they know there's a proven, addiction to that game. Adding in prizes and everything like that will be really cool. I'm just kind of stoked for it to come back in the competitive aspect of it. Same with like Project Dragon. Like I'm just ready to shoot some people and use our NFTs in these games and everything,
Yes. Shooting people.
I like gaming. It's fun. It's addictive. Let's do it.
Agreed.
No,
agreed completely. Again, we all, the three of us here, truly believe that gaming will bring, and a lot of people believe that, will bring more users, and they need to be fun too. It can't just be, it's Web3, so here you go, you should play it. If it's not fun, throw that shit in the garbage. And so again, I'm excited to see what Dookie Dash looks like. The gameplay from when I was a beta tester, which feels like 73 years ago, it was definitely better. Like it was improved 100%. I did it on mobile, and it was hard, but it was fun. And so seeing some of these other modes, seeing ways that you can get golden plungers, I just think I'm hopeful. Of course, like I'm hopeful. Yeah, definitely. But I'm hopeful that it does stick, and it looks like they're putting a lot of freaking power behind it and creative genes. And I like this little teaser trailer. You're telling me you couldn't see that on fucking TV as like a Clash of Clans type thing? And look, it's fucking great. Like it looks great. And so like to me, I think it captures audience. The vibes are cool. You got the little Steamboat Willie. It catches people's eye. Oh, it's Mickey Mouse. Because of course that's open source now, which is dope. But again, it'll be interesting to see what those partnerships look like within the game. Mr. Justin, what are your takeaways from some of the information? I'm going to pull up far away some of the information that they had said about the gameplay, but go on, King.
Okay. Having a game just, touching the mainstream at some point, just being in people's hands, providing the, place for people to say, hey, Bored Apes, Codas, all the things inside of our ecosystem are like legitimate inside of legitimate product. I know Squirtlle was talking about having like actual counterculture, especially with like the shirt and the merch and people seeing it in the wild. That's really important. Like to scale and the success of everything. So what do we have here?
This was their day 7. I think it was yesterday or something. I don't know, a couple days ago. But I thought this was interesting. Day of 7 of Dookies here. The Wheel of Dookie is a massive feature that gives players a pretty good reason to pick up the game. Spins are unlocked with Dookie points and give you an opportunity to win a golden plunger. And that's how you get into that prize pool of $1 million. And so, like, I think they're being clever about the different ways that you can obviously experience the game. So I'm excited. I'm excited about the partnership with Faraway and what they're doing. And we're going to transition here in just a second to show what they freaking dropped too. What Faraway is doing and with Yuga, I think it's a great partnership. And I really do believe that Dookie Dash is going to be a lot of fun. And when you have prizes involved and substantial prizes at that, you're going to naturally get some traction. And then we'll hope that the normies, the kids that, when I go back in the fall, I'm going to freaking hand this shit to all my high school baseball players. Be like, hey, download this onto your phone. Tell me what it's like. And they're going to tell me. If they think it sucks, they'll tell me. And so, like, that'll be the feedback, right? Like, I'll have that feedback loop right away from kids that don't know how to lie to you, I don't think, or they don't really care to. So the other thing that literally dropped yesterday, that looks freaking amazing, Faraway, just, wanting to melt people's faces with real game play. Let's take a look at this little nugget they dropped. Heavy Metal and Shadowland coming this year. Oh, so again, I'm gonna go ahead and repost this right now. If you want to see yourself, it is now at the top of my page. But again, thoughts here, Justin first. Obviously, I would say that you're pretty close with the Faraway team as a whole. But what was your initial reaction when you saw this little ditty?
Oh man, I have not seen anything like this in a while. And what I mean by that is I've not seen a pre-existing Web 2 game integrate Web 3 into its vertical. And that is very interesting, right?
Yeah.
They'll get more users from heavies that want to play the game, and heavies will get an actual game to play, right? That's like very high quality, high profile. I looked at Steam and the reviews were generally positive. I know there was like 28,000 reviews there, and they were pretty good. It was sitting close to 80%. And I mean, I'm just gonna be excited to throw it down with all the heavy gang, and just kind of shoot each other. Do Expedition. I know Zucchini is also giving away 2 heavies, so it's gonna be important to set up the Faraway wallet and download the Steam version of the game and post a video on X, and then just tag Faraway and boom, set to the races.
Boom, set to the races. Mr. Squirtlle, what do you think about this little gameplay and this information that they dropped on our head yesterday?
I mean, I think it's cool that they, like you were saying, like they came out with a pre-existing game. It's still like an early access game, which I think plays well with the Web3 stuff. It came out in 2022, according to Steam. So they are continuously making this better, and I think they're seeing like what happens if we throw some Web3 stuff in there. I'm excited to kind of get back to the streaming, like game streaming,
For
and
sure.
actually get some like party stuff going on. I'm sure we can get a couple people in here to live play and everything like that. So that's actually what I'm looking forward to the most is like when we were live streaming Dookie Dash for like 3-4 hours. Let's do that with all this. Like
100%.
Play some games with friends. So
that sounds like the best type of content and the best time for me too. Even though I would not consider myself a gamer. Those experiences and just be able to shoot the shit. It's nostalgic to me. It feels like being in college and rolling like a fucking old NFL Blitz game, you know, pulling out the N64, playing Blitz, or back in the day playing freaking Call of Duty with the friends and being on the mic. It's all fun and it's nostalgic. And so if we can find some really cool games, some different variety of games that are actually fun, dude, I'm just going to be streaming all the time. I'm just going to be streaming all the time because it's fun. And I think streaming and seeing reaction and being able, like you said, we can bring people on too and have them stream and talk. And that can be super entertaining too, is like, why not do like a Q&A while they're trying to like make their best run of Dookie Dash, you know? And that's like freaking hard because it like makes it hard to answer the questions. You're not want to run anything. You're trying to shoot people. Maybe you're shooting each other, and whoever shoots the person first, you know, you get to ask the question. There's so much content and fun that can be had as long as we have these fun games. So again, Far Away and the whole team there, I'm very much looking forward to what they have going with Shatterline. I haven't jumped in yet. I need to. It's just the last 24 hours so have been absolutely crazy and hectic and all the things. But I'm excited to see what they're cooking up. And the last thing, and this is really more from a fun standpoint for sure, but Garga's dog was trying to get high, licking the toad. Don't lick the toad, folks. Don't lick the freaking toad. Garga says Gizmo tried kicking off the holiday season, 4th of July, by getting super high, but I didn't let him. So
I didn't see this.
Disappointment. My goodness.
The dog looks like, damn, he saw me. Dang it.
It's like, sorry, Dad.
Yeah, exactly. That's like when your dad finds your beers that you had or whatever, right? Something that you shouldn't have had, and you're like, dang it, he caught me.
Can dogs get high by licking toads? Is that real?
There's some of that. And I responded with there's
That's
like a Simpsons gif where Homer like licks a toad and his eyes just go freaking huge. So I responded with that. Again, just a little fun to end the stream here. I am going to throw it here to this question: when BAYC dog name tech, dude? I've been wanting to do this myself for a while. I was like, dude, but I don't. Maybe I'll talk to James Villain. Maybe I'll talk to James, who's in charge of the actual Bored Ape merch. I agree, dude. Can we get some BAYC dog? Can we get some collars for pets? We can have cat collars too. Don't you worry there, Squirtlle. Can we get some freaking bandanas and stuff? Like, come on. Everybody loves their pets. Let's freaking brand it with the skull. Like, just looks badass, you know? Like, I don't know. I agree. I think it'd be super fire. But any last thoughts, Squirtlle? Any last thoughts, Justin, before we wrap this thing? Because it is actually the top of the hour. We covered a bunch, and it has been a freaking fun stream, but we want to leave them wanting more. So, Squirtlle, last thoughts on this fine evening.
Let's have some fun building some shit. Let's go play some games, create some really good memories. Thank you to everybody who voted on our AIP. Huge thank you. Big shout out to the team. Yeah, just super happy. So yeah, let's go.
Let's freaking go. Mr. Justin, what you got for us, sir?
Yeah. So it's July. We're getting started. I'm fucking stoked. I've been like trying to hold it in. But you know, we're just waiting for other side until the end of the month. So that's gonna be dank. We're also waiting on Dookie Dash. Just so many things. I feel like my head's gonna explode. We're gonna try to live stream it all. And Team Aqua for the win.
Well, on that note, he'll be leaving us early today. No, but the reality is there is a lot in the chamber here. And also I just want to say, like, Apechain. I had a call today with Spencer about some Apechain stuff and just like how we can help. And it's like, this stuff is coming like soon. And so like, I'm just excited to help however we can, obviously delivering information, entertainment, etc. Having, you know, obviously freaking interviews and podcasts. And we've done all that before. We're just taking it up a notch. So, dude, this is how I'm feeling too. I know Justin screamed a little bit more. Let's freaking go. That's how I'm feeling. That's how I'm feeling. So again, like, I don't get real fired up a whole lot, but I am excited. Project Dragon is going to be freaking dope. Obviously, Dookie Dash is going to be fun. And again, like freaking Shatterline, all these, there's like a million things happening. Freaking Beacon. There's all these games that we're going to be playing and experiencing through Board TV, through Board Network and company. Because again, that's what we want to do. We want to be the place that you go for the best entertainment, but also information. And we try to do both those things really, really well. If you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. It might seem like a small detail, but if you can do that, even if you never go on YouTube and you hit that subscribe, it does us a huge favor. Also, of course, go and subscribe to Mr. Otherguide, aka Justin's YouTube channel. He'll be hitting us with Otherguide TV every single Monday. On Tuesdays, we will have a What the Fuck Is segment. I had our first one pushed out yesterday on what the fuck is Board Network and Company. Obviously, Wednesdays are for Board TV. And like we said, it will look a little bit different. We'll have rotating hosts, but we're also going to have guests coming through at least every other week, if not every week. And that'll be a multitude of different people. And we will not tell you who it's going to be. You'll have to show up and find out. Thursdays and Fridays, we'll have some content. Fridays, check in with me. Fridays with Phil. Weekend, we're going to have things. And like I said, we already have our first guest for Behind the Swamp. That episode will be dropping sometime in the second half of this month, maybe before even Project Dragon comes out. And it'll be with a Yuga Labs employee. So you want to tune into that. So again, I want to say thank you to Squirtlle. I want to say thank you to Otherguide, of course. These are the homies. These are the friends. God damn it, J-Dunk, you son of a beehive. You had to throw the aqua in there. All right. Well, your background's orange, J-Dunk. You got an orange background right there, buddy. All right. So with that, again, we love you guys for coming through. Yes, happy 4th to all. This is the biggest thing. Enjoy the holiday if you're celebrating. Be safe. Have fun. And as freaking always, stay bored. We out.
That money clip us now, the new now looks like. Whoa, upgrade her diamonds, now her girlfriends are like. Whoa, I hit recorded drop, you can't ignore it. I'm transforming now these cars and planes, I'm always boarding. Just out touring down in Charlotte like I play for Hornets. When I'm performing, never boring, now you can't afford it. Champagne Perrier,